Hello everyone, this is Lincoln Prime, and today we are taking a look at the Super7 ReAction figures Godzilla 1954. This figure is part of a line that Super7 is starting to come out with a lot more, and from what I've seen so far, they are focusing more on the Showa era. But I do want to take a quick look at the box. So basically on the front, we do get the bubble and the card looks very, very nice. We get Godzilla in big letters right there. Godzilla 1954 action figure, and a very nice picture of 54 Goji, ReAction figures, all that kind of stuff. On the back, we do get a picture of, with Godzilla. Collect all 6 monsters. We do get 6. We get Godzilla 1954 and 57, which effectively are literally just the same exact Godzilla. We do get Mechagodzilla, Jet Jaguar, Mothra, and Rodan, and the Toho logo for licensing reasons, and a lot of words and things that I do not exactly care about. So that is pretty much about it for the box, but it does look very, very nice. And there is a part of me that kind of just wants to get a duplicate just to own one to keep in the box, because I think this looks really, really nice. So that is about it for the box. And here we have the ReAction Toys Godzilla 1954 out of the box, and I gotta say, for a $17 figure, that's a bit much in my opinion, but at the same time, when it comes to just the retro feel, there's a part of me that just doesn't exactly really mind that. The figure itself does look very, very nice in my opinion. Yeah, it does look goofy, but let's be real here, Godzilla looks goofy in a lot of the Showa era films, so there's not really much to complain about here, and in that aspect it is pretty accurate. But it does look very nice. There really is only 2 paint schemes, that being, or 2 color schemes I should say, that being the charcoal gray and the white for the dorsal fins and the teeth and the fingernails and the nails and all that kind of stuff. So that's really about it. Detail wise, it does kind of get lost in the sculpt in some aspects, but it does have the bumpy, rough like texturing, so that is, fine in my opinion. I don't really care about like rigid edges. That's more for SH Monster Arts. So in terms of this, I think it's fine. But it is at a 4-inch scale. That's what pretty much all these figures are going to be at. So at a 4-inch scale, and for this kind of sculpt, it looks really, really good in my opinion. Moving in on the head is very nicely detailed in my opinion. We do get the bumpy dorsal spines that kind of continue on top of the head to the forehead, so that does look very nice. It does have the nice pointy ears, the nose, and like the kind of feline look to them. The teeth are painted okay. They are painted aligned, like they're aligned enough in terms of the paint, so I'm not going to complain about that. And it's not really messy, so that's a huge plus. The eyes are not very well aligned, but that's honestly fine, since 54 Goji's eyes are very, very wonky in the film, so I guess that's also accurate. We don't get any red in the mouth, but I'm not going to complain for another reason, because this being from a movie that was in black and white. So accuracy, boom. But yeah, so head looks very nice. The overall body is very nicely sculpted. Hands as well. I do like how the hands are kind of jutted out. That is also another accurate thing about 1954. The legs, having their chonkiness to them, and also kind of like the knee detail, which is accurate, and also the feet, which are also accurate, and the toenails being painted that white. This is a weird detail though, because the toenails right here are painted entirely on the bottom, yet these aren't. It's not a huge deal, since you're going to be standing him up, so you're not really going to see it, but still kind of an interesting choice. I don't hate it, just an interesting choice. Nails are also nicely painted. When it comes to the paint, it is sloppy in some aspects, but this is a $17 figure and not a $90 figure that is included with a box set. So that is effectively a plus in my opinion. But yeah, and then also the dorsal spines, in my opinion, I love how these look. Yes, it's not the greatest, but I just like how these were molded in white rubbery plastic, and then they kind of hit it with that gray toning right in the middle. So that does look really good, and it does continue all the way throughout the tail, which does look very nice, and at the tip, which is also painted with that white. And they didn't really do it on here, which I might have appreciated, but not a huge deal. So when it comes to paint and detail, while it is minimal, it does look very good, and it is enough for what it is in my opinion. Now, Goji here does have articulation, and there's only 6 points, but that is okay. This is a retro based figure. So we do get a swivel at the head, which can go all the way around like so, 2 swivels at both of the arms, which can also go all the way around, but I don't really recommend it because you might scratch off some of the paint on the fingertip, or on the thumb tip I should say, so maybe be careful when doing that. The legs can kick forward about that much, and back that much until they stop on both sides, and then the tail does have a swivel that can go all the way around. So articulation is minimal, but it is better, honestly, in my opinion, than say like a Bandai Movie Monster series, which I think is kind of sad since considering how small this figure is compared to one of those. But articulation is very, very nice. And for a quick size comparison, here we have the ReAction Godzilla next to another 54 based Goji boy, the NECA 1956 American poster Godzilla, the SH Monster Arts 2001 Godzilla, and a basic 1/144th scale Gundam. Overall, for my final comments on this figure, just by having this, I'm really excited to see what all the other figures are going to be like. You know, when it comes to paint and all that kind of stuff, I just really want to see how well Super 7 has done, because I really think that these have just a little bit more potential, and I know that these are more retro-based figures, but I have this slight belief that these might have more potential than those $90 to $100 Destroy All Monsters box sets. So these have an advantage to that aspect, and I'm just really excited to see where Super 7 goes with these figures and with this line of figures. So yeah, but in terms of, you know, this figure in general, paint is good, sculpt is great. In my opinion, $17 for this size figure is kind of overkill in my opinion. I feel like maybe $5 or $10 would do the trick, but you know, obviously with inflation, that's just going to be one of those things. Although $17 has been the basic going price for these figures, so I don't really have any room to complain. But yeah, overall, really good figure, highly recommend. But anyways, guys, that is about it for this review. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.